Hey, beautiful people. Happy Scorpio season and welcome to your season of a breakthrough. I had a download this morning that said this is the season for breakthrough. And even the idea of breakthrough has really been special to me. You know, breaking through a karmic cycle, breaking through certain mindsets that don't serve me. Also, I've been thinking about maybe, shifting our vision of ourselves to match up with our declarations. Maybe we have to throw away the vision and the ideals that we held ourselves to create alignment with where we're looking to go. Prime example, if I'm saying that I want to change my career artistically, if I want to shift who I get to be in relationships, if I'm thinking that I can't trust my voice, if I'm thinking that I'm not enough and I have to people please with people, that may not support me in getting to the next level that I'm looking to reach. So is there an opportunity to shift my vision of myself, what I believe I get to have, what I think my capacity and my capabilities are to support me and being alignment to go get the things that I really, really want? You know, even when I think about a season of a breakthrough, I think about transformation, and knowing that transformation happens inside out. A lot of times, I'll speak for myself, I was looking for things to aid me in this transformation, whether it was validation, whether it was support or things like that, when I realized that when I shift how I think about myself, when I transform my habits, when I transform my discipline, when I transform what I say to myself and what I believe about myself, that creates the transformation. It's an inside out. And also when I start inside, I can also start to recognize the things that are a reflection of that because I started here. I started with me. Yes. Also, when I think of the season of a breakthrough, I think about Scorpio season. Scorpio in tarot is the transformation card. It is death. And I think that we are always having deaths. We're always shifting, shedding out of beliefs, out of practices, out of relationships that no longer serve us, and creating space for rebirth, creating space and opportunity for us to tap into not only what it looks like, but how it feels. One thing I've been working on with transformation is not being so focused on the tangibles, but how does it feel? What's the transformed energy that I want to wear, that I want to speak in and embody and create in relationships? How do I want it to feel in my body? I really believe that we have had a lot of opportunities to figure out what works for us, what doesn't, what we want to do, what we don't want to do, the kind of people we want in life, the kind of people we don't want. All of these things has given us a lot of information. You know, when I was talking about karmic cycles, like karmic cycles don't stop when you're done dealing with it. It stops when you learn the lesson that it was there to teach you. And when we go on to the next cycle, we take the information that we learned from that cycle and take it to the next one, all working for our good. Yes. And I even think about, transformation isn't always easy. When I think about breakthrough, there can be growing pains. It can be hard work. I think about when you're working out, it may hurt. You may be sore, but at least it's getting you closer to what you want and creating this level of willingness. What am I willing to do? Where am I willing to be uncomfortable because I have embodied this vision so much that I'm willing to do what it takes to go get that shit, right? And who I'm willing to be. Someone who believes that they deserve it is who someone is willing to be, yes, and what they're willing to tap into. So often I realize what was getting in the way of my fire and my leap were my thoughts about myself and about it. I don't need to have all the information, but trusting what I have here, what I have within me is more than enough to support me on this journey as well. So the season of Scorpio season, of rebirth, of this opportunity for us to tap into this breakthroughs. And I believe breakthroughs have been happening all around us. For sure. Even if it's like, what we no longer gravitate towards and what we do, certain artistic expression that we like to tap into, or certain people we find ourselves feeling alive and safe around. That is all information for our breakthroughs. Yes. So my hope for you, especially as we are ending this year, 2022 was the year of the 6, and we're moving into the year of the 7. The year of the 7 is usually introspection, knowing yourself, beliefs about yourself. So this year, I believe, was to support us with creating true harmony, true balance of who we are versus who we think we are. Yeah. Not focusing on what we had in the past, but being present and focusing on what we want right now in the current moment and letting that carry a lot of weight. Yes. Versus what didn't work versus what didn't happen. That's done. Sometimes we're the person that keeps bringing it to the present, even though that has already died. It also makes me think, especially going to Scorpio season, what has died that you keep giving life to? What no longer serves you that you keep feeding and you keep putting on? What are some beliefs that you keep putting on, but it gets in the way of you going to get the things that you want? Is there room for you to bury some things? Be grateful for what it gave you, grateful for what it taught you, but it's not going to take you where you need to go. It's not going to take you where you need to go. And is there room to find gratitude for it, but not make it the point? Because you're living right now. You're living right now. Yeah, so welcome to your season of the breakthrough. Keep trusting yourself. Keep knowing that, there's room for us to not just focus on ration and logic and what we think and how it's going to be or it being perfect and right. There's room for us to focus on our intuition. How does it feel? How does this make me feel? What's the energy of the room? What is it saying to me? What is my intuition saying to me? I believe we've gotten so much information that brought us up to here. What I've had to tell myself, yo, brain, thank you. You did a really, really great job bringing me up to here. Now it's time for the body to get a turn. Now it's time for these emotions to get a turn and to trust that my mind got me up to a certain place that I can trust that if I go too far, that I'll bring myself back. Or I know myself well enough that when things come up in my body, in my emotion, I get to trust that too. You get to trust that too. So as we step into Scorpio season, as we step into the season of the breakthrough, what are you willing to tap into? Whether it is our beliefs around people pleasing, our beliefs around what we bring to a space, our impact, what do we bring in relationship? All of that has a lot of information for us. Yes.